A new book will be released later this month, a spy thriller based on the author's rare inside experience as a former CIA officer. Let's welcome Brittany Butler, author of The Syndicate Spy. It's great to have you.
So great to be here.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is this your first book?
It is.
Oh my.
Yes.
And all stemming from various experiences.
It is, yes. It is. It's fiction based on fact. So a lot of my experiences at CIA are obviously infused within the characters, within the story, but it is fiction.
Well, I want to hear, how did you land in the CIA? How does one do that?
Yeah, so I went to school at Florida State. In 2005, I graduated, but I was recruited actually at the State Department at the U.S. Embassy in Paris in 2004.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was working as an intern in the consulate section there, and I was a part of some passport fraud cases where at that time, of course, it was pretty soon after 9/11, we were taking a look at individuals that were trying to get into the country. And, obviously we wanted to keep out anybody who had any kind of nefarious connections to terrorism. And I found an individual because I had knowledge of Arabic naming conventions after my degree in international affairs at Florida State, and was able to identify someone that was trying to get into the country and wasn't supposed to. And so, yeah, so
and that's how you got into the CIA.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What are some of the qualifications, some of the characteristics of a good CIA officer?
I would say just really the ability to work well with others, and which is really in any industry, but to know that you're part of a team, that it's not like James Bond or Jason Bourne where you see them kind of operating on their own clandestinely.
Yes.
You're part of a network of individuals who are all working toward the same objective. And so, and my function at CIA, I was a targeting officer. It was very important that I worked well with my colleagues, both in the field and at Langley.
Yeah.
So that meant working with geospatial analysts, technical officers, case officers. And so I would say that was really important at the CIA, just knowing that you are part of a team all working toward.
Sounds fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that one would have to be a shapeshifter and you have to keep a good secret.
Oh yeah, you have to keep secrets.
You have to keep secrets. Yes.
You have to be good at that. Foreign languages are obviously a plus. I had some foreign language experience because I worked at the embassy in Paris and could speak French, and so whenever I was recruited, I was, asked to speak French, they asked me questions about the Arab-Israeli conflict, and I had to answer those questions in French.
You have to be multifaceted. So how have some of your stories ended up in this book? Yeah,
so I would say, I worked in the counterterrorism division of CIA, and I worked primarily in the Middle East in our war zones. And we partnered a good deal with our Arab intel services. And so I had a lot of experiences working with Arabs, and I also worked with female Arabs. And I was just really impressed with the resiliency of Arab women. They have survived so many decades of civil war and unrest, and I really wanted, oppression, and I really wanted to showcase their strength and their prowess in my novel. And so it was important to me when I created these characters that I really personify what a female intelligence officer is, which is someone who uses the same tradecraft and methodologies that their male counterparts use. When in a lot of movies and TV shows that you'll see, they're personified in a completely different way, where they're kind of looked at like these sexual dominatrixes that are using their bodies to get information, and that's not the case at all. CIA does not use those tactics. We use the same intellect and tradecraft that our male counterparts do. And so
sounds like there's going to be a lot of dog-earing notes in the margin. I think anybody who's reading this who is not in the CIA or the FBI or, that there are some lessons to be learned that you can actually apply in your own life.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You become very dangerous after reading this book.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all about, just how females can partner together to do incredible things. It was really important to me to talk about that.
So is this story set in the Arab world?
Yes. So it's in the Middle East. It's kind of bouncing bouncing around like I think really cool spy novels do. They, you know, you're in Europe, you're in Russia, you're in the Middle East, you're bouncing around everywhere. And so you're on this wild, interesting adventure where you're getting to like know about different cultures and different ways of life in a really fun, interesting way with romance, and you're also learning how to be a spy.
Oh gosh, and I'm sure you don't come away from those experiences the same person as you went in.
No.
So
no.
Is this going to be part of a series?
It is, yes.
Oh,
this is the first book in the series, the Juliet Arroway series.
Great.
Juliet is my heroine, so I'm really excited about the second book. I'm about halfway through the second book, and I'm having so much fun with it.
Congratulations. Well, there's going to be a Syndicate Spy book signing that's happening Tuesday, March 21st at Buxton Books. We recommend you go there. I want to thank you so much, Brittany. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So fascinating.
Thank you.
I admire what you do.
Thank you for having me.
We're back after this.